Thank you.
Okay. Start.
According to New York Daily News in February 12, 2013, John Ellerman, who served at impeachment for the fatty Las Vegas grill, died of a heart attack. He had massive heart attack, and while he was waiting on a bus stop near the restaurant, where the restaurant that he worked, he was kept alive in the hospital for nearly a week before his family decided to take him off from life support. He was never missed a day of work, even on Christmas Day, on this restaurant, which I also called it the Heart Attack Grill. Last year, the same restaurant also made it the national headline news, where two customers who suffered from heart attack-like episodes while passing by the bypass restaurant line. I would like to tell you today that I would like to explain to you how important and how harmful for the great cause of eating or consuming fast food. In order to review the danger of consuming the fast food or fatty food, we will first examine what the problem of eating fast food regularly. Second, we will move on to explore the cause that people who would like to consume, why people would like to consume the fast food. And finally, we will take a look at some practical solution who the federal government, the state, or the person's diet level that we can take. First of all, let's look at the problems of having the fast food diet regularly. According to United Press International in July the 5th, 2012, a researcher found eating fast food 2 or more times a week increased the risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 27%. Fast food contains high sodium, is unhealthy, and is high in fat and is high in calories. In the United Press International, the same article also mentioned that another researcher found that people who consume fast food even once a week increase their risk of dying from heart disease by 20% in comparison to people who avoid fast food. People who even takes fast food 2 to 3 times each week, people who eat fast food 3 to 4 times a week, increase their risk of having a heart disease almost by 80%. In December 19, 2012, in the CNN News, reported that obesity is a bigger health crisis globally than hunger, and is the leading cause of disabilities that would around the world, according to the British health journal, The Lancet. The report says every country except for those countries in Africa facing a alarmingly obesity rate, and has an 82% globally in the past 2 decades. According to Food Research and Action Center, almost 31% of those low-income preschoolers are in obesity or they are in overweight. In 2012, almost 2/3 of the U.S. citizens are being overweight or obese. You don't have to be tremendously fat or old in order to get heart disease. You can be in your 30s or 40s to get heart disease. If you do the same thing by always taking fast food as your regular diet. Why does people take fast food regularly? Why do they do it? Because fast food is cheaper compared to other foods, compared to other healthier foods. It is because of the low price, targeted a lot of people who would like to spend less money on their food costs. Fast food restaurants are easily accessible. They are everywhere on the street. According to statistics, on April 20th, 2013, there are 160,000 fast food restaurants in America. Fast food is tasty, regardless of how unhealthy they are. According to Fast Food Notion, a well-known published book, fast food are always flavored with artificial flavoring to make their food taste better. It is a sign hang over the door of the grill saying that the heart attack grill saying that caution, this establishment is bad for your health. However, it doesn't do any better unless the government, unless the consumer know there's a problem. We need to have a solid solution to avoid people taking fast food. So stop taking fast food now. There are a lot of choices out there. According to ABC News, on April 11, 2013, there are hospitals that has fast food inside as their cafeteria. I think that is very wrong and is not right. Government should do something about it. It is not smart decision for us to take something that is harmful into our stomach just because they are cheaper. I went to a hospital when my coworker's daughter, who just born of some heart problem, is a children's hospital. Under there, on first floor, there's a McDonald's inside, and there's people lining up. There's children lining up just to get their food. Since fast food leads a huge issue and health problems, government should make regulation and to take advertisement off from people to seeing it, and it limits the number of people who can access to it. Government should educate their citizens, should educate low-income families especially in how important it is to cook healthier food instead of feeding fast food to their kids, because it could cause them to death. Today, we have learned how harmful it is by eating fast food, and has a serious outcome, and that could happen to you and to your generation, next generation. So it is important to rethink how we should do and take action to change our diet on a daily basis, and how to choose our food in when we go out for grocery shopping. We should have we have taken a look at the root of the problem of the consumer fast food regularly that causes fostering problems, and finally seen some practical steps that must be taken to correct this issue. It is definitely not a smart decision to take fast food as your regular diet because it will harm you. By taking fast food, is a choice of the consumer, but it also causes huge problem. This is similar to drugs. It's like us taking drugs. We keep drugs away from people because we want them to be healthier and happier. No one should be allowed to have the choice of to harm their health if they don't know it. Now we know it. We should take an action to it. And even if they are making choices for themselves, this is the same on eating fast food on a regular diet. There are many choices out there. People say fast food is cheaper, but we should consider in long run, fast food will cause our health, and it is a health issue, then it will cause us to correct our health problem in later on. It is important for us to notice that health for us is the first priority in the US. So it is important for us to notice that fast food is harm to our health. Thank you.